Hello and welcome back, my friends, to our channel EduTrainX, one of the best online platforms for PT preparation. I am Nandanivas and this is part 2 of the video about which visas can lead you to permanent residency in Australia. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, then go ahead, do so. I'll put the link in the description below. So without any further delay, let's get started. In the last video, I discussed about all the subtypes of family stream visas. Today, I'll be talking about work stream visas, business and investment visas, and other visas about all their subtypes. So the first work stream visa on our list is Australia Skilled Regional Visa, subclass 887. So this is a permanent work visa that is issued only to those with a previous temporary work visa. So it will allow you to remain in Australia permanently, but this is possible only if during your previous visa you worked and lived in a specific region in Australia. Also, if you meet the eligibility criteria, then you may even apply for Australian citizenship after you have had your 887 visa for a few years. Then comes the next one, Australia Skilled Independent Visa, subclass 189. This visa program has two streams for overseas workers and New Zealand citizens. You can apply for this visa if you are a highly skilled individual and meet the points requirements. If you want to know how to calculate points for PR in Australia, then you can read our article on this topic. The link for it I'll put in the description below. This visa will allow you to work, study and live in Australia as long as you want if you follow the visa conditions and Australian laws. Then there is Australia Permanent Skilled Regional Visa, subclass 191. With this visa, you can stay, work or study in Australia indefinitely. You can apply for this visa 191 if you had a previous Australian visa and you have lived, worked or studied in a specific regional area in Australia. It also allows you to apply for citizenship if you meet the eligibility criteria. Then there is Australia Skilled Nominated Visa, subclass 190, which is a type of permanent work visa that you can receive if you are invited and nominated to apply for the visa. And to get a nomination, you must be an accomplished individual and meet the points requirement. This visa is similar to Australia Skilled Independent Visa, subclass 189, which is with just a few differences. If you want to know about them, then you can watch my video on it. The link you'll find in the description below. Next is the Regional Sponsored Migration Visa, subclass 187, which is a type of work visa for skilled nominated workers. To get this visa, you must have lived in Australia previously under another work visa and you must be nominated by the same sponsor and the nominated position must be in the regional Australia. Then there is Australia Employer Nomination Visa, subclass 186. It is a permanent work visa which is granted to foreign workers who are nominated by Australian patrons. So for the Employer Nomination Scheme 186, a few visa streams are available for you depending on which one you qualify for. So however, for each visa 186 stream, you must be nominated by an eligible sponsor. So these were all about work stream visas. Now let's talk about the business investor visas. The first one on the list is Australia Permanent Business and Investment Visa, subclass 888. This visa is a business innovation and investment visa issued to holders of a provisional visa 188. So the difference between subclass 888 and 188 of the business visa types is that visa 888 is permanent while visa subclass 188 is temporary and is valid only for a few years. Next, there is Australia Business Owner Visa, subclass 890. So this is a permanent type of visa in the business visa category suitable for business owners that operate their companies in Australia. And to get this, you must already have had a valid visa in Australia. Then the last one under business investor visas is Australia Business Talent Visa, subclass 132. So this is a business and investment visa for experienced business owners who have a business in Australia and want to open a new business or manage an existing business. Moving ahead to other visas that will lead to permanent residency is Global Special Humanitarian Visa, subclass 202 is a permanent visa that lets you to move to Australia if you face substantial discrimination or human rights abuses and have a proposal and stay in Australia permanent with your immediate family. Next is Australia Protection Visa subclass 866, and this protection visa 866 belongs to the immigration program for refugees and for persecuted persons. However, Australia issues this type of visa only to individuals who meet the requirements for refugee immigration. Then there is Australia Humanitarian and Refugee Visas. Within Australia's immigration program for refugees, applicants who want protection can apply for a number of visas depending on their circumstances. For some visas, applicants must be staying legally in Australia, while refugee applicants who entered Australia without a valid visa can apply for visa subclass 785 and 790. So no matter what type of humanitarian and refugee visa you are applying for, you have to know how to apply for a protection visa and what you need to do before you submit your application. Next one on the list is the Distinguished Talent Visa subclass 124, and as the name suggests, it is a permanent visa for the people with a history of excellence in an eligible field. To apply for it, you must have an internationally recognized record of exceptional achievement in a profession, a sport, the arts or academics and research. And the other criteria is that you should be nominated by an Australian citizen, Australian permanent resident, eligible New Zealand citizen or Australian organization with a national reputation to your area of talent. And the last visa type to be discussed today is Australia Global Talent Visa subclass 858. So this visa is a part of the Global Talent Independent Program for Australia. The aim of this program is to make permanent residency in Australia easier for highly skilled persons. And to qualify for this program, you must show that you are one of the best within your field of expertise. Also, you'll have to demonstrate that you will benefit Australia either economically or socially. So that was all about the visas that can lead to permanent residency in Australia. I hope one of these might suit you to get on the path of obtaining PR. In case of queries regarding any of these visas, feel free to ask in the comment section below. We will be happy to help. Stay tuned for more regular updates like this. Till then, see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.